Hello and welcome back to Crimson's Experimental Outpost. Well, since the last time I complained it was too slow to move around, so I gathered the materials that I would need to put a jetpack on my power suit. This was annoying. These things here, force field emitters, took a lot of materials. I actually ran out of iron. I had to go mine more iron. So, it was quite a pain. But I finally got them. You need 4 ion thrusters. Haha. Alright. Go over here. Tinker table. Jetpack. Install. Increase the amount of thrust. Alright. Haha. Look at that. Not getting very high, though. Ow. I have that up all the way, right? Yeah, I do. Well, there's a nifty other little module called flight control, which is a control circuit. But what the flight control module does is it gives you, obviously, more control over your jetpack flight. You effectively, once you get it installed and fully powered, have effectively creative mode flight. So, you know, if you were in creative mode and you double tap the spacebar and you fly, this jetpack with the flight control effectively gives you that. Alright, control circuit. Let's slap this baby in. Install. There we go. And tie the flight control also to the keys. And turn that off. And then it's not moving very fast. Might be my sprint. That's not too bad. I'll have to play with the settings a little bit more. But as you can see, I'm flying around. And that's great. It's going to make it much easier to get around to places. And because of all the modules I have on it for energy generation, I am actually gaining energy while using this rather than losing it. That's pretty cool. Okay, I did a little bit more research and found out I needed the jet boots as well as the jet pack. Once I did that, I've got fully powered flight. How's that, huh? That's pretty neat. Again, it's the same thing where it doesn't take up, it doesn't use so much power that it will cause a problem. But if you come down too hard, you will injure yourself. So there is an attachment for that I'm going to add later. It's like a shock absorber or something like that. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build a little building and use these magmatic engines, which are engines, they're from thermal expansion and they run off lava. Since I've got this nice little, you know, lava storage here and the ender tank, I'm going to make some lava engines and get more power for my my energy cell. Ooh, this one's almost full. These are getting there. So, I will be back when I've got the little building done, and we'll show you how to set these up. Hello, and welcome back. I've got my little building set up here, and I've got 4 magmatic engines. These engines run on lava, which we are pumping from the nether using another ender tank down here using red. So this will pump lava over from the nether, up the liquid ducts, and into the back of the magmatic engines. And they will burn the lava to create power. Up on top is our wonderful red net wiring, which I can use to turn the engines on or off. I've got them off at the moment because I let them run for a while and built up the power cells. Another neat little thing I did was I used liquid ducts and lava to create this cool little light bar. I saw someone do this somewhere, and I don't remember exactly where, but it looks pretty cool. The flashing is because I disabled night vision. Lava looks weird in night vision. But while I was waiting for these to power up my power cells, I got a little bit carried away. And I built a whole building for the power factory, for the power generation. Oops. Now, that's what happens when you get in the building mood. But it's now creeper-proof, because we have another one of the wonderful floodlights here. Covers the whole area, no creepers. I also replaced the chest storing the charcoal with another deep storage unit, just in case. I've now got enough charcoal to last me forever. And I've got 5 redstone energy cells, and they are all full. That is roughly 3 million units of energy. Pretty useful, huh? Now, problem. It's over here. All my machines are back in the outpost. We need to do something with that. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. So we need to do something with that. Now, we could run redstone energy conduits back to the house, which is perfectly feasible. There's no power loss for energy conduits, but it's kind of tacky looking. You know, I could hide them under the ground, but that's a lot of conduit. So we're just going to transport the power over there. We're going to use energy tesseracts. Tesseracts basically act as portals from one place to another for different things. There are 3 types of tesseracts. There's energy, liquid, and items. So you can use an item tesseract to move items from one location to the other using like buildcraft pipes or logistics pipes. Liquid transports liquid. So I could have used a liquid tesseract to bring lava from the nether back to this world, but the ender tank works just as well. They're effectively the same thing. So ahead of time, I built a couple energy tesseracts, as we can see here. So I'm actually going to slap one down here, and I'm going to connect it with some cables to all the redstone energy cells. Boom. I have to make sure that they're facing the right way. You remember orange is output. There we go. So if you right-click the tesseract, you'll see it's got this nice little interface. I was messing around with it to make sure I could remember how to work it. So the way you activate a tesseract is you type a name of a channel into this box here. It can be whatever you want, and you give it a channel number. In this case, 1 for main power. For the test one, I did 100. You hit plus, it'll save the frequency, and then when you want to, you highlight the frequency and you just hit set frequency, and you'll see this nice bluish green color tells you the energy tesseract is currently transmitting on frequency 1. This is useful if you want multiple tesseracts set up for different areas. So like if you had one tesseract running, I don't know, your machinery, your pulverizers, your powered furnaces, etc., etc. You could set that up as one frequency and then set a second thing over in your building for, say, Mine Factory Reloaded equipment. I haven't gotten to that yet, so it might be an idea. You could set your main tesseract to only transmit one power or the other. So if you don't want to power your thermal expansion machines, you can change your power frequency to be your red power, your Mine Factory Reloaded stuff. For now, I'm just going to use the main power frequency. I may set a second frequency later. I'm not sure. So this is going to be left like that. And now when I go back to the outpost, I can get rid of this knobby old steam engine, which served me well, but if I can have all the power I want, I just connect that, switch to output, turn the frequency on, and there we go. And you'll notice I changed that to a deep storage unit as well. So if I put this in here, it will smelt, and you'll see the energy's not going down at all. because it's pulling from the energy tesseract, which is pulling from the redstone energy cells over in the powerhouse. That's pretty useful. Now, this effectively means that if I, say, make another energy tesseract and keep that with me, then I can have power anywhere I need it, because all I have to do is put it on the correct frequency. You'll notice while I was waiting for the power cells to fill up, I changed some of the chests around here. Compacted a little bit. Like I said, I did this. I expanded the lake out a little bit. I covered the chasm a little bit over there. And I also got myself some friends. Some cows, some sheep, some piggies, and a pen for chickens, which I don't have yet and haven't hatched eggs yet. The material I used for that is white stone, which is smooth stone and sugar, and glowstone blocks, glowstone bricks, excuse me. They do produce light, but it's kind of a cool effect. I don't really need it because I have all the floodlights around, but it looks cool for decoration purposes. And I also went and made a couple more energy tesseracts. I haven't used these yet, that's why they're not attuned to me yet. So that's pretty neat. I also set up a floodlight in the outpost and got rid of the torches because they look tacky. Now you'll see here, I happen to have a tank. Well, what is this tank here for, you may ask? That's a good question. The answer is for me. As you can see, I currently have 51 levels of experience. I don't have anything to use it on, but I want to keep it safe. I don't want to lose it. So, what I'm going to do, if I can remember what it's called, yes, I'm going to build an XP extractor, which is going to be some rubber bars, some plastic sheets, and some glass. I happen to have all that right here. 1, 2, some rubber bars, and some plastic. So, I know I normally do this off camera, but this is kind of last minute. XP extractor. Now this is basically, it's a syringe. You can suck out levels from yourself. And it puts it into a bucket, and it's mob essence. It's effectively liquid XP. And this stuff can be stored in a tank. Now, unfortunately, as far as I know, you can't mass extract it from yourself. It's just, it's one bucket at a time. One bucket. So, I'm going to get all this XP out of me and fill as much of this tank as I can. I may have to put a second tank up. So, I will be back when that's all done. Okay, as you can see, I've almost filled the tank up. And I have no more levels of experience on me. So it's now safely stored in this tank, and assuming nothing happens to the tank, I can come back and get this experience whenever I want. Now, what can I do with this? Well, it's used for a couple of the machines for Mine Factory Reloaded, mainly the enchanters and the auto enchanter and the auto spawner. Those require mob essence to either enchant stuff or spawn stuff. It effectively acts like XP. But the cool thing you can do is if you got it in a bucket, you can put it anywhere in the world. And, it functions just like a liquid would. It flows around. If you touch it in the world, you actually get night vision for 1 minute. So it's a nice little cheapy night vision potion if you want. I don't happen to need it because I have my modular power suit helmet. The other thing you can do is if it's in the world and you have an item called a straw, which is from Mine Factory Reloaded, most of the stuff is from there. It's just it's like 4 sheets of plastic in a inverted L shape, but you can drink it and you get a level back. So you can get the XP back into yourself if you want to. You just need a straw. So I'm going to put that back in. The one other thing I'm going to do this episode is I'm going to set up sewers over by my livestock. So, sewer right here. Bunch of brick, machine frame, plastic sheets, and buckets. And it gets you 4 sewers. Okay, I'm back and I've got the sewers. Now, the way these work, these just need to be near livestock, and they will create sewage. The more animals you have nearby, obviously, the faster it will create sewage. So I'm just going to put it right here in the center. And if you click it, you'll see simple inventory. It's got an upgrade slot. Most of the Mine Factory loaded machines have this upgrade slot. Normally, it only hits a small area. But if you put an upgrade, it will increase the radius of the area. Nope, you see, now I'm generating sewage relatively fast. We better do something with this. So, set up the other ones. Put an upgrade into it. Set up the other one. This one will eventually have chickens in it, but I don't have a chicken yet. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to dig underneath this and set up liquid ducts to each one. I'm just going to do the cow one first so you can see. I'll worry about getting the rest done later. Yep, here we go. So underneath, and got my liquid ducts. Ew. So if we say go like this, I'll probably put the ender tank somewhere over here. So. Like, let's say, we'll put it in the middle of the row. So like, let's say here. We'll put the ender tank. Put that there, and then because it's appropriate, brown, brown, brown. That'll be my color for sewage. And actually we'll rearrange this quickly. Go one more level down. That way I have an access route if I need to. Uncover this temporarily. Okay. And ta-da, it's pumping out. It's pumping in here, and as you can see, the tank is filling up with sewage. And you can probably guess what we're going to do. That's right, we're going to come over here, and we're going to put another tank down here. So just for now, I'm just going to throw the tank here. I'll end up cleaning it up later, making it look nice off camera. There we go. Brown, brown, brown. And as you can see, we got sewage. I need a lever. But once I get a lever, actually, I'll just steal the one from here for now. Just to get it flowing. Yep, as you can see, filling up the tank. So eventually we'll get all the sewage we need. And this, I found out, is actually used for a device called a fertilizer. Maybe. I don't actually think that's used for fertilizer. That's right, fertilizer is what you use it in. It's used for a composter, which this you can put sewage in to make industrial fertilizer. It's also, and that's used in the fertilizer, which will help you with tree and plant farms, as one would expect from fertilizer. All right, I think I'm going to end it here today. I'm going to beautify this and finish the other sewer pipe, so we'll get this all running and it'll be all nice. Next time, I'm going to get the sewage factory making fertilizer, and then I'm going to go find a village. I want to see if the particular village has something I'm looking for. Long-term plans. But I need to find one first, and I think with the help of a certain mod, I have a better way of getting there wherever it may be, because there's obviously nothing on the horizon. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Like and favorite this video, share it, and have fun.